Camron, leaving Sirius XM, just got done with the Max B interview. Max B had the NY streets flooded. Jimmy acting like he can't see the water rise.
Me and these niggas go back like 40 years.
When you hear that, you definitely need to come home. What's the energy? Because I'm going to keep it 100. Yo, Kill, I got to talk to the governor in Jersey.
Yeah,
once I speak to the mayor and these brothers we got coming up.
It was, like I said, you just got to switch the mindset.
Max B coming home. Where we at with that? Are you able to get past that?
No.
Max B walked out those prison gates and it was like New York exhaled. All at once, the city felt that man's freedom. But instead of joining the celebration, Jim Jones was tight about it. You could see it all over him. He jumped online throwing shade, calling the moment stupid, and even trying to downplay Max like he never mattered. Which is crazy, right? Because this is the same Jim who was all smiles and applause when Mel came home.
They caught her up now looking shit, now we gotta step down. Look at that. Half these niggas broke the...
So that energy flip didn't slide past the internet. People were already dying. Then Max popped up on camera with Camron and Ma Dollery. And that's when things took a turn. Cam looked straight into the lens and said Jim is still afraid of Max B even after all these years.
I want you to pass it at some point.
You want me to crash out?
I definitely don't want you to crash out because I don't want to crash.
So now we gotta really unpack it. What triggered Jimmy to react like this? Why is Max's return back into the world shaking the whole structure he's standing on? Max B, Max Big of all, is one of those artists where the more you look into his story, the more you realize he quietly shaped an entire era of New York rap and barely got credited for it. Real name Charlie Wingate, Harlem born and bred. He broke into the scene mid-2000s under Jim Jones' Bird Gang umbrella. But here's the twist. Max wasn't just another background member, not even remotely. He had that raw, wavy, melodic, half-rap, half-sing style nobody else was cooking up back then. A vibe that floated, stretched, and bled into what Nyleta became. That airy style A$AP Rocky and others made mainstream. Max had that blueprint stamped, way before the wave caught on. Even the ones who didn't like him had to respect the originality he brought to the city.
I ain't gonna lie, Max B really inspired my whole rapping career too. I feel like, not rapping career, but you see the way I'm making melodies.
Yeah.
He was a big part of that because before I started rapping, I was singing Max B all the time.
Max was dropping tapes back to back like it was nothing. $1 Million Baby, Public Domain, the Coke Wave tapes with French Montana. Every drop turned into a cult classic. No big label push, no machine behind him. Still, he was the guy. Other rappers quietly studied the bot in 2006. Right as the wave was rising, everything flipped on its head. Max got caught up in a robbery that changed the entire trajectory of his life. And this is how it unfolded. September 22nd, 2006, Max B's ex, Gina Conway, tells him about a new guy she met, Alan J. Plowden, supposedly flashing heavy money. Instead of brushing it off and staying focused on the music, Max saw opportunity. He sent his stepbrother, Kelvin Lowe, to hit the lick. With Gina playing backup, they pulled up to Plowden's room at the Holiday Inn in Fort Lee, ready to get to that bag. Gina knocked another woman, Giselle Neve, answered. She claimed Plowden was asleep. That's when Kelvin upped the gun, held Giselle hostage, and Gina started duct taping her down. The room turned into chaos instantly. They tore the place apart, searching for the money. Bags slipped, drawers yanked, and still nothing. So they woke Plowden up, tied him to, and pressed him for the stash. He kept insisting there was no money in the room. Calvin then forced him to call his partner, David Taylor, to bring over the cash. But the second Taylor walked in. He squared up. A fight broke out, messy, violent, and the gun went off. Taylor was fatally shot on the spot. After everything spiraled, Gina snatched DeJazzle's purse, grabbed about $800. Kelvin took his watch, and that's what they threw their lives away for. Gas money in a couple pieces. The tragedy only hits harder when you hear what came next. Once they fled, Plowden alerted hotel staff, and when police arrived, he got caught trying to hide $30,000 himself. He literally ended up stacking his own charges. Days later, Gina was arrested, and she immediately gave detectives everything. Names, roles, the setup, nothing left out. Max and Kelvin were grabbed soon after, and Max was hit with a $2 million bail.
Now let his kids go. Where's daughter?
By 2009, Gina cut a plea deal on manslaughter and armed robbery, agreeing to testify while facing up to 18 years behind bars. Fast forward to May and Max and Kelvin's trial was in full swing. On June 9, 2009, the verdict dropped. Both convicted on 9 out of 11 charges, including felony murder. Max got slammed with 75 years. Kelvin got life plus 35. The very next day, Gina was sentenced to 15 years. Max tried to fight it, filing an appeal, but in August 2012, it was rejected, locking in that massive sentence. But then in 2016, the game changed. Max B's conviction was tossed when it came out his original lawyer had a serious conflict of interest. Everything flipped again.
I would never work for that cornball ass against me. I'm a boss. I'm not with that. It's never nothing no more. Like, I look like a boss, I feel like a boss, I taste like a boss. Max Bigger Val. Get out of here, man. So Jim Jones, compare the names. Look, Max Bigger Val. Jim Jones. God, don't even add up. They're not they're not on my level, man.
His sentence eventually dropped to 20 years after pleading guilty to aggravated manslaughter, completely altering his future. Fast forward to November, Max finally walked free after almost 16 years behind bars. Friends, family, and collaborators, like French Montana, were there to greet him. French posted a clip outside the prison gates with the caption, "Can't make this up. My brother really came home on my B-day. Hey ha, no more free you." The internet exploded. And now, let's get to the messy part, the tension between Max B and Jim Jones.
For instance, I'm gonna keep it tall. That's kind of how I missed out on Max B. I'm just being straight up honest. And Jim ended up signing him because Jim seen the vision, because Jim had an outside vision of Max. I grew up with Max. Charlie Rambo, play all day, joking all the time. So when he came to me and said he's gonna start rapping, I was like, yo, Charles, stop playing. His exact words was killing. Let's get this clicking like Dorothy's heels.
Max B, he wasn't Max B, his name was Charlie Rambo. He got out of jail, he come up to me. This is word for word. So I'm like, Charlie, what on? You guys say, yo, Flea, I just came home. I said, you always just come. He said, yo, Flea, you know how to rap now, let's get this clicking like Dorothy's heels.
When Max first linked up with Burgang and Dipset, he wasn't just along for the ride. He was doing heavy lifting behind the scenes, writing hooks, helping craft verses. And some say he even played a hand in major records like We Fly High. Max was quietly building the sound that would define a generation.
A few things that I'm saying, but you don't know the slander, like when you got locked up, you don't know the slander that I get. Cam, how the you let it go this way? From the same, like, what the how to go, da-da-da-da. I'm like, yo, I ain't see the yo, I ain't see this nigga be playing niggas nigga in and out of jail all the time, man. I ain't see this shit was gonna happen. Niggas be ready to take my head off about this shit.
Yeah, and you ain't a prophet.
Yeah.
They want you to be about prophet.
Yeah, listen, man. And I listen, I'm first tell you, I missed out and I didn't see it because you was too much of my nigga and I didn't see the vision. And sometimes what it is, not even talking about you, because you turned out to be something else.
You still got me in though.
Oh no,
You did everything in your. You was like, look, go see, bro.
Yeah, but listen, we boomerang. We here now. We ain't even gonna get into.
I'm just saying, like that's how.
Right.
Even you acknowledge, like, still, like, damn, I got Jaja, I got this, I got Rev, I got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You said, nah, boom.
But here's where the drama explodes. According to Max, he never got proper credit or fair money for the work he put in. He was basically being used. He'd craft the hooks, shape the sound, and Jim would cash in, while Max walked away, with barely anything. We're talking shows where Jones was stacking serious cash, and Max was scraping together a couple $100. That's the reality behind the glory, the work, the hits, the money, and the disrespect stacked on top of it all.
Max B coming home. Where we at with that? Are you able to get past that?
No. Now we get past now. We can get past that now. You want to get past it? Or you want to dive more into it? Or you want me to tweak it?
I want you to pass it at some point.
You want me to crash out?
I definitely don't want you to crash out because I don't want to crash out. Now, what I want for myself, I want for my brother.
I appreciate it.
You see what I'm saying? Because there's too much money out here, there's too much life out here, and I like to do the things that I like to do. Ain't nothing feel better than living.
This wasn't just about money, it was about respect. Max has said it himself. Jim never treated him like an equal, even though Max was carrying a massive chunk of the creative load behind the scenes. That disrespect kept piling up, and eventually, Max walked away from Bird Gang for good. After that, he linked with French Montana, dropping music that openly pushed back at Jim Jones and showed the world who really built those hits. No hiding, no sugarcoating, just facts laid out loud. Jim, meanwhile, claimed he never tried to mess with Max's money, just doing what he learned from his own men. But here's the thing, he conveniently skipped. he never gave Max his publishing back willingly. Max had to take him to court, and the court forced Jim to return it. That speaks volumes. Camron has also spoken on it, always standing with Max. He said Jim has a pattern of trying to control people and take credit for work he didn't fully create. Cam even admitted he wanted to sign Max before Bird Gang, but he didn't catch the vision in time, and Jim swooped in first. That changed everything. Even after all that, Max and Cam stayed cool. When Max came home, he sat down with Cam and Ma Dalari, and the wild part, they didn't even mention Jim. The focus was on Harlem days, Max's time inside, and what he wants to build next. But Jim Jones? He couldn't hold it together. Instead of embracing the moment or showing growth, he went online throwing shade, calling the celebration pointless, trying to downplay Max like he never mattered to Dipset's legacy. That reaction said it all without him even realizing it. Because let's be real, Max being free brings all the old conversations back. Who really wrote what? Who carried the sound? Who built the wave? The second Max steps back into the light, all those questions pop up again. And Jim knows it. That's why his energy has been shaky from day one. Meanwhile, Max wasn't even dragging Jim. Sitting with Cam and MAE, he didn't throw dirt or get messy. He just talked about his life, his growth, and what he's focused on now. And that silence, it hit harder than any diss track. It shows Max isn't living in the past while Jim can't stop reacting to it. Fonts noticed immediately. Old interviews, credits, and drama started resurfacing online. The internet remembered exactly how much Max built the sound Jim capitalized on. And now, with Max free, those conversations aren't going anywhere. Max is moving forward, leveling up, living his life while Jim looks like he's stuck in the same old cycle. Then Camron dropped a line that shook the internet. Jim is still scared of Max B after all these years. Not a joke, not casual, straight facts. Clips went viral instantly. Fans started digging up old moments where Jim dodged questions or brushed off Max's name like it bothered him way more than he let on. The history speaks for itself. Back when Max started getting attention, Jim wasn't ready for someone from his own camp to shine that bright. Now Max is free again, calm, focused, confident. The old pressure returns. Meanwhile, Jim tries to downplay it, act like he's above it. But everyone can see through that. Every comment, every post, every shade, it all reads like someone defending a position they don't actually feel secure in anymore. Max being home forces the truth into the spotlight. Who created what? Who deserved credit? It was held back. Camron, who saw it all, said it best. Jim has been nervous around Max's name for years. And it hits different because Max isn't even pushing drama. His mere presence shakes the room. Recently, when Mayo asked Jim if he could let the past be the past, he said no, flat out, refusing to explain. The nerve it hit. Instant comments blew up. Some said, Jim still has PTSD about Max running around Worldsta, dissing him 24/7s, even bringing up the hotel situation. Internet never forgets. Others argued, Jim is only saying this because Max isn't in front of him. If they met, they could heal. The love is still there. Jim feels hurt. Cam too. He needs to realize he hurt Max as well. The debate raged all night. So, what do you think? Can they really move past everything? Or is the history just too heavy to ever go back to how it was before Max got locked up? This story runs deep, way deeper than most fans even realize. Before you dip, subscribe to Dribsy. Drop a comment, like this video, and share it if you rock with the content. And if you really enjoyed it, hit that hype button. It's free, and it helps the channel grow big time.